wasted?
Okay, now we're recording. It's not wasted. I got to enjoy it. Loosen me up a little.
All right, good.
All right, we have a special treat today. I am joined in the Playback Mansion via Zoom by the one and only Steve Guttenberg. A special
Wait,
treat for my.
there's more than one. There's two of us.
Oh, right, right. Okay. Are you talking about you and I, or
No, I mean the other more famous Steve Guttenberg.
I think you're more famous now.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah. All
yeah.
right, good.
I mean, in the circles I go around in, you are. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
That's cool.
So my first question for you is, since you've been reviewing for a long time, sometimes you get a first impression of something, and then as time goes on, it changes. I don't know if that's been your experience, but tell me about how your first impressions sometimes change over time.
Oh, okay. So let me think about that.
Yeah.
I don't really have. I'm not looking for impressions when I first encounter the product. I mean,
Mhm.
maybe the first impression is not of its sound quality, but just like I take it out of the box. I
Yeah.
have certain impressions like this is really built or it's pretty crappy or something like that. So
Yeah.
it's the interaction of opening the box, setting it up. That would be an impression. But as for when I start making sound come out of it, I'm not really paying attention because it doesn't really matter. And I don't really want to start off with a negative impression. It's not fair to judge a speaker or a piece of electronics when you just plug it in. That's
Mhm.
not a good idea. So I purposely don't. Although I never consciously thought about it, it's just that I've been doing this a long time. So no, I would never listen for the first like 24 hours of it being on. At
Okay.
least 24, probably longer, but certainly more than 24.
So you coexist with it, and and
Well, I
then
ignore it actually. I do other stuff.
okay,
I'm usually working on multiple reviews at the same time.
I
So
see.
I go back to something else.
Oh, interesting. What
I have
amp are
many
you listening?
systems. I have like three systems in this room. You don't see them, but there's multiple systems, so I can do multiple things at the same time.
So, what are the three systems? Like, what are their strengths or
Well, this is
biases?
this is the big man system, the He-Man
Okay.
system here.
Yeah.
And then over there is like the smallish room, although it's still this room, but the small room system.
Okay.
And the one that I almost never use in the context of a review is a home theater system that's over there.
Oh, good.
I mean,
Yeah.
there is a home theater system over there, but in the context of reviews, it's rarely used.
So, your small room system, I'm assuming, is in a smaller room. What's that
Eh,
look like?
No, it's not a small room. It's
Oh.
just like that end of
Oh,
the room.
okay. All right.
This room, from this wall over here to the windows over there,
Mm-hmm.
that's I think 37 feet. So it's a pretty big room.
Yeah.
And then this wall and the wall behind this wall that you almost never see, that wall is at a diagonal. So
Huh.
this wall doesn't have a parallel wall behind, opposite it. So that's one of the reasons that my acoustics, even without room treatment, actually sound pretty good.
Yeah, and I see you got books and records everywhere, so it looks like you got a good
AKA
setup.
diffusion.
I should mention to people that Steve on his Patreon channel actually makes videos all the time. So a lot of creators will have a Patreon and they don't really make any additional content, but you are an exception, and so it's a good value, I think, if you want to sign up at Audiophiliac on Patreon. Probably you can find it.
Patreon.com/audiophiliac.
That's
Or if
right.
you just type Patreon audiophiliac or Steve Guttenberg, you'll get there.
Hmm. Yeah, big bang for your buck at that Patreon.
Oh, massive.
Life changing.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're writing a
So what was
book.
the question?
Oh,
Oh,
we're going to the next question.
next question.
Yeah, you're writing a book, and you've been writing reviews forever.
Uh,
This is your first book, right?
yes. So
Okay. How's that process been going from a review writer to a book writer?
It's big,
It's big.
really big. I mean, I writing reviews when I was writing for print and websites and stuff, they're,
Yeah.
1,500 words, 2,000 words, sometimes 3,000 words. That's most of my stuff. When I was writing for CNET, they'd be 500 or 600.
Yeah.
But writing a book, because it's size, you know, probably 60 or 70,000 words is what this is going to be.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
just, I can't process that all in my head. It's like
Yeah.
hard to manage it, like the flow of it, how this leads to
Right.
this leads to this. So it's a daunting task. But
Sure.
the thing is, I know the subject really well because it's
Hmm.
about me, right? So
Right.
I I'm really enjoying the process
Mm.
because I'm learning along the way. I'm teaching myself how to do this, how to write not just a book, but how to write a memoir. So
Yes.
one of the ways I'm learning how to write a memoir is to read other memoirs. And I see
Oh,
things that I
yeah.
like, I see things that I don't like.
Hmm.
So that's a part of it. But you heard, I think, the prologue, which I recorded, I made a
Hmm.
recorded version of it, right? And when I'm
Available on
doing
your
that,
Patreon.
yeah, on my
Yeah.
Patreon,
Yep.
and hearing it when I say it aloud like that,
Hmm.
I understand how to do it better because as my friend Herb Reichert once said, you talk better than you write. When I was a writer at that point. I didn't have a YouTube channel when he said that. I said, Herb, that's an insult. I am a writer.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, but you talk better than you write. I said, talk about a backhanded compliment. So anyway, so when I'm writing the book, I do read it aloud a lot because when I hear in my voice, literally, I understand better how to
Wow.
do it.
Okay. And what autobiographies or biographies are you reading that really
Well,
clicked with you?
um, the Woody Allen one, which is called Apropos of Nothing, which
Okay.
I read the audiobook, by the way.
Yeah.
He reads it, and not no surprise, he's a really good reader of his own
Sure.
work. So that's really good. And now I'm doing the Paul Simon book, um,
Okay.
which is not nearly as good as the Woody book, but
Right.
it's because it the Woody Allen book, it has a flow to it, makes sense. But
Yeah.
the Paul Simon book jumps around a lot, and even though I know almost all the music that he's referring to,
Right.
it seems a little too scattered. This
Yeah.
reminds me, I think you told me once that you took a course or you were going to be a shrink or something.
Yeah, hypnotherapy. I got certified
Hypnotherapy.
as a hypnotherapist. Yeah.
You are?
Well, you have to carry the insurance, so I'm no longer.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, but I was
oh,
certified. Yeah.
oh. So you had patients?
Yeah, mostly pro bono, but
Oh,
yeah,
either way, you have
I had a
patients.
few. Yeah, yeah.
Did you help them?
I hope so. I mean, I didn't really follow up that much.
Nobody jumped out of a window or anything, right?
No, not as far as I
Oh,
know.
we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, unfortunate things happen to people unrelated to that, I did have but it wasn't
Wasn't
anything
your
to do with
fault.
me.
I
Right, right,
see.
right.
Oh, good. I
Yeah,
hope not,
yeah.
because you feel
Yeah.
really bad. Then you need to go to a therapist,
Yeah,
and one that would
exactly.
charge money. So,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't for me cuz I like to have fun conversations, and a lot of times they were less
Really
less fun.
sad, depressing people.
Well, it turns out that almost every people always are trying to like fix habits and things of that nature. It turns out like almost all those things trace back to like some really horrible thing that happened to him at some time. So I just you know it was bumming me out, man. I had to move on.
Like
As
the doctor
selfish as it
saying,
is.
it's like a doctor saying, these sick people. I keep seeing all these sick. Can I see some healthy ones?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
exactly what it is.
everyone that comes to see me is sick.
Right. Well, some people they can leave their job at the door, but like
I don't mean you. I mean them.
yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully
Patients.
your doctor can compartmentalize better than I can. But
Yeah,
I just
apparently.
did it out of curiosity about the subconscious because I
How do
did go to
people?
school for
How can people?
psychology.
How can people access their subconscious when it's subconscious?
Well, it's kind of like a half dream, half awake state. Like right before you fall asleep. That kind of yeah. But if you get inducted, once
I'm
you're
laughing
once you
because I was imagining you were putting them. You were so boring. You were putting them to sleep as they were drifting down. You got something out of them.
well, it's really crazy. You can hypnotize people with there's all sorts of modalities they call them, and
Yeah.
a lot of advertising and stuff kind
I
of kind
know.
of overlaps with what we were learning,
That's
and that's
true.
one of the things that got me interested in it because
Hmm.
I wanted to be more persuasive. I'm not the most persuasive. I'm better now, but
Oh,
yeah.
good. Good.
But we'll get back to you.
Oh, back to me. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So you're a better talker than a writer, according to
According to her
Mr.
writing,
Reichert. Yeah. Yeah.
I disagree. Actually, I think yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
The words that I say in my videos, I did write them. Not literally
okay.
word for word, but the whole
Right.
thing is my idea, right? So,
Sure. Well, and that's kind of the thing I was getting to. So you're recording an audio version of this book that you're writing.
I'm not so
And
sure about that right now. Continue.
oh, really?
I first got to write the thing. I'm not so
Oh,
sure.
sure,
It's
sure. I don't want
distracting.
to. I know it's already 40,000 words or whatever. I don't want you to like. It's not Mount
It's
Everest.
really distracting to think of all those things at once. So
Okay, yeah, yeah. But you did record a little section, and
yeah.
I'm guessing you. That's the first time you've actually recorded vocals in a studio. I know you've been around studios your whole life.
No, I don't think it's the first time. But in
Okay,
this context, it's the first time. Yeah, of a
yeah.
book. You know,
What was that experience? Was it what you expected?
doing the recording.
Yeah, just
Um,
recording the audio and like hearing your own voice, like and how your delivery was, that kind of thing.
well, I'm not one of those guys that's listening to myself over headphones. I don't quite get that concept.
Okay.
The thing is, I was very conscious I'm not trying to make mistakes. So
Mm,
it's kind of inhibiting, right? So um, I'm experimenting with how to do that because the thing
yeah.
is, if I'm trying to do an audio version that's word for word,
Hmm.
I'm going to stumble too many times. So
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do is just sort of take a paragraph, read the paragraph and then just say it without reading. Just I know what it is, right? So just
Yeah.
say it and then move on. You know.
So kind of like you're performing it, for a play or something. You're
Yeah,
just
I can.
memorizing your lines and kicking them
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at memorizing line. And if I miss some words, it doesn't matter because it'll make sense when I say it. So
Right, right.
I hope. I
I
think.
mean, you did write it, so
Yeah.
yeah. So what do you think it'll take to prove Mr. or Herb wrong about your speaking versus writing ability?
I think it's too far gone. I don't think I can convince him. I'm not
Okay.
convinced he actually watches my videos.
Okay. Even if
So,
you're a New York Times bestseller, you don't think that would be a
would
good
he read the
demonstration of
book?
your writing prowess?
Well, I think he actually really enjoys reading. So I think he would
Ah,
think. I don't know. I'm not so sure. I can't tell anymore about people.
okay.
As they say, you think you know people, but
Right.
not really. Do we know anyone? That is the big question. I've been married to the same woman. I've been with the same woman for going on 46 years. I still
Hmm.
don't really know her. Like sometimes I'm
Yeah.
looking at her thinking, what are you thinking? What are you
Yeah.
thinking right now? And if I ask her, because I have asked her once or twice, that she'll say, oh, nothing. I said, but you look so you were concentrating on something and she'll say, oh, nothing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my point. I know I've been with this woman for 46 years and I don't know what's in her head a lot of the
Well,
time.
some
Sometimes I know.
people some people don't have an inner dialogue, and I know I do. I'm constantly
Don't you
running
have to have an
dialogue.
inner dialogue? Isn't that called consciousness?
Well, maybe. I mean, it's a real hard thing to pin down. But one
Well,
thing
you're a
we learned in
professional.
in hypnotherapy is that some people can't like visualize things, and so
Uh-huh.
you have to tell them to imagine, picture, or visualize, so
Yeah.
that if they can't create that visual. So you really, it's daunting to try to get inside someone's head. I'll ask one bonus question
This is
about music specifically, and
oh,
then I'll let you get back to your life there.
okay.
Are there any recordings that come to mind where you hear a live version and it's it's completely it's just far and away superior to the original version? Maybe you didn't even like the original version.
I'm confused. You mean a live concert where they're doing it compared to the recorded version? Is that what you just said?
Right, right. So, like my example is that song "Mississippi Queen" by Monster. I always thought, oh, that's like
Monster,
a
not mountain. Mountain.
mountain. I'm sorry, yeah, mountain. You're right.
Okay.
Thank you for that. I just thought that's a fun song. It never
Oh, it's
resonated
great.
with me. And then I heard a live version, and they were gacked out of their minds on stage, and it was so raw, and the guitars had like this new edge to it, and it just became 10 times more intense, and all of a sudden I was in love with the song. Have you
Hmm.
ever had an experience like that with a live recording?
But you mean a live show, not a recording. And I went to a
Either way,
concert. Either way,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Uh nothing comes to mind. I wish I could think of something, but no.
I put you on the spot there. It's all good.
But and this is not an answer to your question, but it may sort of, right?
Yeah.
So Bob Dylan had this song all along the Watchtower,
Oh yeah.
right? And it was kind of like a folk song.
Yeah.
It's on John Wesley Harding, which is not an
Yeah.
electric album. And then Jimi Hendrix hears that song and makes it a completely different thing.
Yeah.
Okay. But here's the cool part. Bob Dylan stops doing the original arrangement and he does the Jimi Hendrix arrangement. So the
Oh,
Jimi
that's
Hendrix arrangement becomes the arrangement, even for the guy that wrote the song.
that's funny.
And
Wow.
and
That
I
rem-
think that is, I mean, that's very rare that the person that writes the song is lots and lots of covers, but they adopt the cover.
Yeah. Well, they're both supernatural beings, and I think maybe Jimmy was harnessing a little more electricity on that recording or something. I don't know how you want to put it.
Yeah, no, it's pretty extraordinary thing to do.
Yeah. One other example that brought to mind is the Nine Inch Nails song "Hurt," which I loved back in the '90s, and then of course, what's his name, the Man in Black, Johnny Cash redid it. And later on, Trent Reznor was interviewed, and he said, "Oh, that's Johnny Cash's song now. Like that's the version." And yeah,
Yeah,
with
like
that,
that. There you go. That's a good example of the other. I don't know that song, so I can't comment. But
okay,
I'll go
yeah,
listen.
yeah, it's definitely worth a listen. I think it's I forget but it's Johnny Cash's last album. He had
Yeah.
a American something, I forget. Well, this has really been fun, and I appreciate you taking your time.
Oh, I'm excited because I've never seen you before, so this is
Oh,
exciting.
right.
You're just the voice. You look better in
Right.
person. You do better than
Oh,
I
thanks.
imagined.
Good, good. I don't know if that's a backhanded compliment of my voice or a
No, you seem
compliment
kind
of
of
my appearance.
dweeby, just your voice.
Okay.
But you're
I'm
you're
leaving
like
all this in.
we used to say you're like a more of a manly man. So that's good.
Oh, good. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
That's a great way to end it.
that's beautiful. Yes, thank you. Like this is fun, and that's the main thing to try to be is fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I mean, what else is the point of listening to music except to enjoy yourself? So,
That is really it.
yeah.
And I would add, hopefully, this is hard for a lot of people to do, but at least they should be striving for it a little bit, is to
Hmm.
expand their musical horizons, listen to more different kinds of things.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That's really important because that way, for one thing, it stops you from getting bored. Um,
Right.
but it's also just, to hear different kinds of music. Even music that you think you don't like.
Okay.
Here's the thing though. Let's
Yeah.
say it's music that you know is really good quality music. It's just not your music. Let's say opera, right? Operas that survived, a couple hundred years. There must be something there, right? But you
Yeah.
say, I don't like opera. But now that you can stream it, what you do is you take one part of the opera that you don't hate
Yeah.
and you listen to it over and over, like a whatever, 10, 15-minute part. Listen to it 5 times or 10 times.
Okay.
Because if you do that, you'll have an idea of where it's going musically, right? Where before it's just, I don't know, I don't know what this is. As you hear it, you start to understand, develop pathways in your brain of understanding what that is, right? And then when you do that, you might start to actually enjoy it. And one of the reasons you don't enjoy it at first is because you don't understand what the hell's going on.
So you're expanding your consciousness so that
You're
you can enjoy
expanding your
it.
consciousness. And I say this because I've done it. I did it with an opera. I did it with the magic flute a long time ago.
Okay.
And I listened to it, I don't know, like 10 times. Well, a section of
Wow.
it 10 times. And it changed me.
That's a really great suggestion. I think I'm going to try that. I've never heard anything like that. So
Okay.
good.
Good. It doesn't work every time, obviously, but it's worth trying to do. That's the point.
Yeah. Very
Okay.
cool.
Well,
Very
now you
cool.
got your money's worth. I can go now. That's what I think.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks again, Steve.
Ryan, this
And
was fun. Good luck.
yes,
Let me know when you hit
thank
a
you.
1,000 subscribers.
I will let you know. You'll be the first one.
All right. Thank you. All right. We'll
Adios.
talk soon. Bye bye.
Bye.